So if you've been following me on my channel, you realize I generally don't do a lot of, Amazon Prime Day or Black Friday deals. But I'm gonna make an exception today because I actually have this. So this is an indoor camera by a company called AOSU? I'm not sure. But this is the IndoorCam P1. Now this is actually the first 2K indoor camera that I've ever tested. And I have to say, with this and with the Amazon Prime Day coming up, buying this might just be a no-brainer. So first up in the box, you get the camera, you get a USB cable for charging, which is really good. And then you also get sort of a mounting bracket that you can put somewhere in case you want to mount it to a wall or something. But just remember, this is an indoor camera, right? So there isn't any weather resistance rating on it. It's not something you want to put outside. It's purely an indoor camera. But even though it's an indoor camera, speaking about the build quality, I think this might be one of the best built cameras we've ever tested on this channel. Don't get me wrong, it is still made of plastic, but it's one of the best feeling plastics I've ever tested. It's got a good weight to it as well, which is surprising. A lot of these indoor cameras tend to be super light. But yes, it's built really well. And actually, to be honest, I actually dropped it once by accident. But I put it up, plugged it back in, and it worked fine until today, no issue at all. But yes, the IndoorCam P1 from AOSU is a PT camera, not PTZ camera if you're familiar with that. It's more of a pan and tilt camera. It doesn't have any optical zoom features, but you can pan and tilt. And I have to say, I've tested a few pan and tilt cameras before, and this one has the widest tilt. Now it has a so-called 360 pan where you can go around. The camera doesn't actually go all the way around, but because of its extremely wide field of vision, it doesn't need to. You do get a full 360 view around the camera. And like I said, the tilt is the first indoor camera that I ever tested that actually goes all the way up and goes down at its lowest point, which is really good, especially for me. When I test out these cameras, I generally use it to check on my dog, Nova, when I'm out for work. And some of the other cameras, I have to be very tactical or very strategic about where I put it. I can't put it up too high. Otherwise, I can't really see the floor where, my dog generally is. But with this, I have a much wider area to search and look for my dog and just see him chilling out during the day. Now, yes, I did mention it's a 2K camera, the first one we've tested on this channel, which by 2K, I mean the resolution. So every other camera I've tested has a 1080p resolution or 1920 by 1080p. This one has a 2K resolution, which is quite a fair bit higher, and it shows in the videos. When you watch the video and you zoom in a bit compared to a 1080p camera, it's a lot sharper. It does have a night vision mode as well. When all the lights are off, it turns into night vision. It is black and white, but that's generally par for the course. Most cameras are like that. And again, it maintains its sharp image, which I'm really, really impressed about. I honestly think at this day and age and getting 2K cameras at the price that I'm going to tell you about, there really isn't much point getting 1080p cameras anymore. Now, yes, I mentioned that you can record it, and there are a few ways you can do it. First of all, it does have a cloud storage option that you can sign up for. There is a free trial, but then if you want past the trial, you're going to have to pay for it. It is one of the cheapest, actually, only $6 a month. That's actually pretty good. But yeah, generally for me, I'm not a fan of having videos of my home up in the cloud, no matter how secure it is. And generally you don't need to, because you've got two other options as well. One is you can add in a micro SD card, plug that in, and then you can store locally, and then whenever you need to, you can take it out and watch it. And you can also record directly to your phone. Yes, you can actually, on the app, which yes, you can download and set it up, which was really easy, by the way. You can record, you can even take screenshots, and for me, that really is the way to go. Now, it does have a few really good features as well. It has an auto tracking feature, which is really good. You can enable it. I generally will enable it at night. I wouldn't want it to be following whoever's at home throughout the entire day. But at night, I would usually enable it before I go to bed. And that way, if someone breaks in, for example, it would actually follow that person all the way, so I don't lose sight of anything if I want to watch that footage and find out what actually happened. And another feature, which is my absolute favorite, and I have never seen this anywhere else, is you can actually take a panoramic shot of the entire viewing range of the camera. Now, you might be wondering, what on earth is a panoramic shot in a security camera for? And I'll be honest, that was my exact reaction. I'm like, this has no benefit whatsoever. And then accidentally, I just tapped that shot on the app, and the camera pointed to that point in the shot, which was incredible. So basically, other than taking a 360 shot, right, It also recognizes and memorizes the point of where the camera was at that time the shot was taken. So you can use that to navigate the camera to that particular point. It is brilliant. Now, is there anything I don't like about the camera? Honestly, in so many ways, it is perfect. I would have given it a full 5 out of 5 stars. But there is one feature that it has that I think it doesn't do as good of a job as some other cameras. Now, a lot of cameras nowadays have a two-way call feature where I can either use the app, and I log into the camera and then I can speak to whoever's in the house, or the person in the house can tap the camera and you see a phone icon on the camera, you can tap it and it will call me. However, the speaker that is built into that camera is not great. You can barely understand what they're saying.
So this is a test I am speaking into the app on my phone. So yeah, this is the quality of the speaker coming out from the camera. Not the best.
And yeah, like you hear, it's not great. I've tested some other cameras that did a much better job. So the guys at AOSU, if you come up with a new model, just put in a better microphone and speaker. Now, having said that, it is not one of the more commonly used features, in my opinion. It's not something that I use quite a lot. There are many other ways of calling someone in the house. But also, to me, it's not a deal breaker. I think a lot of the other features are really, really good, which now brings me to the price. Now, actually, at full price, I think it's a really good buy. You can get it either on Amazon or AOSU's own website for about 45 to 48 US dollars. However, with the Prime Day sale coming up, July 16th and 17th, they've got a few offers that's going to drop the price even more. Now, yes, you can go on Amazon, look for the AOSU IndoorCam P1 camera and use this code here, and you get an additional 10% off on top of whatever discounted price is going to be. And on top of that, on AOSU's website as well, if you use this code, you actually get an additional oddly specific 12% off, dropping the price down from about 45 US dollars down to about 33 or 34 US dollars. At that price, I honestly think it's an absolute steal. And yes, on top of that, we are also having a giveaway. So the awesome guys at AOSU not only gave me a camera to test, but are also gonna give an additional Indoor P1 camera to one of you guys, as long as you are in North America or Europe. For the rest of the world, I am really sorry. But yes, all you have to do is follow AOSU's own YouTube channel, and I'll have the link down in my video description. And after you've done that, just drop a comment on my video, on this video, to let me know that you've done that. And then from there, I'll pick a winner really soon. So if you are in North America and Europe and you want to get a free camera, good luck. And if you're from the rest of the world or you don't happen to win it, honestly, at the price that you're gonna get it on Prime Day, it is an absolute steal. If I didn't have one, I would have bought one, maybe two. It is really good. I am definitely going to give it a Technobabble recommended logo and a 4 out of 5 stars. All right, so that about wraps up my review of the AOSU IndoorCam P1. Now, if you like this video, you know what to do, and I would love it if you were subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to receive notifications on our next video. I'm JP, and I'll see you real soon.